Amy? Mm. Mhm. He took an Alzheimer's patient out of the hospital on a motorcycle. The family's threatening to sue.
For what? Giving Harold the night of his life?
One that he's not even going to remember.
That doesn't mean he shouldn't experience joy.
You're not his wingman. You're his doctor.
Exactly. I'm his doctor. And he has a condition that can't be cured. He lives by the moment, and I'm here to make sure he seizes that moment, as well as my other patients. That's my job. That's my responsibility.
Great speech. One of your better ones. We get it. You're a hero. You want to change how your patients see the world.
I want to change how the world sees my patients.
Yet you continue to endanger them. You discourage them from taking their medications.
I discourage oversedation.
You experiment with those medications yourself.
I want to understand the side effects.
You put this hospital at risk.
Dr. Cohen, you don't understand.
No, you don't understand. First of all, that's not even my name. You've been here, what, 4 years now?
So that's why I'm here. Because I hurt your feelings.
No. You're here because you make people uncomfortable. Dr. Wolf, I'm going to have to terminate you. Did you hear me?
I heard you. And my patients,
they will be reassigned to other doctors starting today.
No one can do what I do for my patients.
I know. I know. That's why I hired you. Clearly that was a mistake. You can go. You can go.
What's the theory on why Castle was taken?
I'm not prepared to discuss that just yet.
How am I going to work this case if you leave me in the dark?
Given who the victim is, I question whether you should work it at all. Remaining objective is critical to working.
Listen, I can work this case. My objectivity is just fine.
If it isn't, I'll have you removed.
Okay.
In the meantime, let me ask you about Mr. Castle. As a person who knew him best.
Well, he didn't have any money problems. He didn't have any problems with drugs, so let's take all that.
I understand he was headed to the Hamptons when he was abducted.
Yeah, for a wedding.
Who knew he was making that drive?
Barely anyone. He had to go up there for some last minute paperwork. You don't think this was a ransom kidnapping, do you?
It's possible. I'll take a run at Gary Dearkin to see if he can shed light.
He won't talk.
Don't underestimate my charm. We'll be setting up a trap and trace at Castle's off in case of a ransom call. We'll also monitor his family's cell phones. And yours too.
You don't actually think those phones are gonna ring, do you?
I keep coming back to how much easier it would have been to grab Castle in the city. Instead, they took him on Long Island, just as he was about to get married. To you.
You don't actually think I have something to do with this, do you?
I think an objective investigator would wonder you and Mr. Castle have worked lots of cases. Some very high profile. Could any of the people you went after have taken revenge?
Yeah, quite a few.
We'll keep working the leads we have. You go through your case files and get me a list of names.
I'll do that. Thank you.
Mr. Feynman, hope you haven't been waiting too long.
For you, Senator, I'll wait.
Mm.
I'm hearing good things, Elise. You know, you're an early favorite for the nomination.
I have high hopes, but it's too early to tell. How's Julian? How old is he now?
Just turned 19. This procedure is still on hold.
Hmm.
Not an ideal situation.
That must be hard, having to keep him in that plastic bubble.
Yeah. The key is to avoid questionable material.
Hmm.
Keeps the gas off his flame.
You know, I believe in the cure, but I also believe in an open exchange of ideas. Like the rules have gone too far. People
Yeah.
need room to breathe.
I do keep my own library suitable for adults, if you want to check it out.
Hmm.
You know, Elise, if you want to get ahead of the devil, you better get to know him.
I know the devil, Tom. The question is, why has he come to see me today?
I'm here to offer my support. A DFA endorsement means a 6-point margin.
Well, that's very kind of you.
But if you want me to play ball, you're gonna have to stop going soft on this resistance movement.
It's harmless minority opinion,
Not
Tom.
anymore. It's not some fringe group hanging out in the woods. They're all around us. You hear about inmate 1373?
Yeah, I'm sure he won't get very far.
Okay. What about the lab in Annapolis?
There was a protest of some sort.
It wasn't a protest. It was a goddamn Watergate. Confidential files were stolen. Information that could be used against us. You know, these people are organized.
Okay, I agree. They're a nuisance.
They're more than a nuisance. They're terrorists. We've got a domestic insurgency on our hands.
What exactly are you asking me to do?
To turn up the heat and shut them down. Root them out one by one, blanket search, house to house, screw the warrants. Just seal up the borders.
You're talking about an institutionalized infringement of civil liberties. We already have fences around every city.
And they climb right over them. We need an army. We need that wall.
That's ridiculous. And honestly, it's too much to ask.
Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna have to agree to disagree. But those 6 points would have been a nice lead. Way out of the margin of error.
Oh, Delgado, aka
Osito?
Osito, works at O'Donnell's Auto Services.
Yes. Well, no, he's not employed there, but we believe that's where he gets his vehicles from.
And the residents.
Kathleen O'Donnell's residence, his girlfriend.
He lives there?
We believe he stays there sometimes. We think.
You think. So let me get this straight. You want to bug a residence Delgado doesn't live, and then you want to bug a private business where he doesn't work?
Yes. And we need to put a wiretap on his cell, too.
Honestly, it's not going to happen. No judge is going to sign off on this.
Well, let's make it something the judge will sign off on. So, what does it need to say?
It needs to say nothing because it's not happening. You need to show some exhaustion. There are poll cams, stakeouts. You need to work.
This guy is a killer. We don't have time to exhaust every possibility. You DAs are so concerned with batting 1,000 that you never take a swing.
Look, Ray, you're a good investigator, but in the DA's office, and that's where you're at right now, you're shit on the witness stand, and juries don't like you.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't. They think you're an asshole, and you're being one right now. So before you tell me how to do my job, you go out there and do yours. You're dismissed.
Thank you for your time, counselor.
All this necessary?
I had to make it look real, right?
So you made sure no one in your squad has ties to my boss or his crew? I felt eyes on the way in.
Not much, right?
Head on a swivel. Trust no one. You taught me that about undercover.
Jerry, come on. You're my friends here.
Friends. So then where's your partner? You always told me never play both good cop and bad cop, and here you are.
This isn't about good cop, bad cop.
Like hell it isn't. The leader of this crew, Bob Youngblood is a bad dude. Heists, hits, drug deals, and piece by piece, I'm putting together a case to take out not just him, but the middlemen, the bosses, and the shady cops that have been selling him guns. I'm this close.
Okay, so Natalie doesn't matter.
You know she does.
Not enough.
Screw.
And I'm just saying, you're going to have some heating on heights when you can lose people who really matter, like her, your kids.
What happened to you, Dan?
The same thing that's going to happen to you if you don't get your face up out your ass, hey, and your face out that mound of coke.
You like Linda?
Like anybody that matters to you, to put your job before anything else. Open your eyes, Jerry.
You were undercover back then, and Linda came crying to you like Naomi did to me. You would have took my head off.
No, if you had told me not to, I would have told my handler to get me out.
So that's your next stop?
No, that's yours.
All right. I will once I bag the scholar.
Not at some eggs, grease your ass first.
Yeah, right. I learned from the best. Look, I gotta go. All right? I got work to do.
Hey, wait. We're not done till I say we're done.
Dang, you did your job. Great. Now let me get out here and do mine. All right?
Hey, watch your back.
So you killed Caroline.
No, she's my friend. We're partners, that's all.
Okay. So how did you work it?
We play at separate clubs and switch off after a few months, after sharing information about the regulars there. Habits, tics, weaknesses. It's her last night at Riley's. We're gonna switch off the next night.
So you two don't come from much. Where'd you get the startup money to start the new poker partnership?
We saved up $600 from our campus jobs. After 4 months, we would have turned that to $80,000. Imagine what we could have did in a few years.
So Caroline used her money to pay her tuition. What'd you do with your money?
Living the good life, you know, buying things, going to nice places, concerts, restaurants, clubs.
So you just spent all your money on nightlife, huh?
Going to college isn't just about the education. It's about making connections. You can't make the right kind of friends on a rusty bike with a job in the cafeteria.
Don't seem like that's probably the right friends to have then.
I'm going back to LaGrange to work in a warehouse with my dad. I want to be here.
What's stopping you?
City kids. They won't even look at you unless you're rich. The only way to roll with them is to blow as much money as they do.
Okay. So this new debt will cut off your new stream of income. That's why you killed her. 150 grand in a hole? No more living the high life.
You know what it's like to come from nothing and go to school with kids who have everything? These jobs we work at the cafeteria, laundromat, athletic center. Poor kids have to serve rich kids just to go to these schools.
The Hudson is not the only college in the country. Why not just go somewhere else?
It's where the right people are.
Okay. So this new dough got you into their club.
It was an amazing feeling. It was free. You ever spend time with people so well off they don't have a care in the world? Yeah, me neither.
So Caroline jeopardized all of that in your new carefree life, which you got caught at the Rallies game. Nobody knew you were partners. If Caroline goes away, there goes your problem. You killed her to erase your debt.
It was an accident.
kind of accidentally hard to kill somebody with your bare hands.
I can explain.
Okay. Explain it to the judge.
Money she could spend on a bunch of clothes could choke a horse. That's my baby girl, though. I remember one time I bought her imitation couture business, and all that fake stuff really wasn't good for her, especially when she's upset. And her and Eric were close.
So you admit he was your doctor.
I don't really like that word admit.
How about acknowledge, confirm?
Reg, you and me, we had a good relationship once.
We still do, don't we?
Well, that depends.
On what?
I need to know that I can speak freely, that what I say is not going to be repeated to the cops.
I won't say a thing. My lips are sealed.
So, Eric was family. He was my cousin Bruno's kid. And when Bruno died in the slammer, I took Eric in. I gave him the best clothes, food, sent him to the best schools, kept him out of trouble, And I never really thought that he would want to be involved with the family. But if you want to hear God laugh, tell him the plans, right?
So what happened?
A few years ago, one of my guys got shot. He wasn't going to make it. And Eric stepped up. He saved his life. And then he got a taste of the life. I need to know who did this to him.
Look, Dina, don't take this the wrong way, but I think you do know.
It wasn't Christopher.
All the evidence says so.
It's BS.
How do
He's
you know?
framed.
How do you know?
I was with him on his alibi.
Great. Then we can call Beckett.
That's a bad idea. Let's just say we were involved in a sensitive business transaction.
And by sensitive, you mean illegal.
I don't really like that word either. The bottom line is the cops aren't going to go look for Eric's real killer because they think they already have him. Now, even if they were, nobody in my world is going to go and give them the time of day. And that's where you come in.
Me?
Think. I'm going to vouch for you. I'm going to give you all the access the police don't have.
Look, Dino, I don't know it.
See, usually this is the time where I would say, I'm going to make you an offer you can't refuse. But you can't.
Understood. But if I find out who the killer is, you have to let me bring him to justice. And by justice, I mean legal, not shooting someone in the head. And at the appropriate time, I'm calling Beckett.
We'll vow to a code of silence then.
Omerta?
Congratulations. You're part of my family. Don't let me down.
Doctor.
District Attorney.
I was hoping that you put your name on the program, speak out, let the public know why we need to deal with addicts differently.
So let me get this straight. You want to pre-screen which addicts get prosecuted and which ones don't?
No, some low-level offenders need to be kept out of the system. This is why it's important that you share your family's story.
You mean our story? The one that you helped my family, right?
I can understand why you blame me.
My father should have gone to rehab, and you know that. He was a doctor, for God's sake, a contributing member of society.
Are you forgetting this doctor prescribed and was using opioids illegally?
Well, he sure kicked that habit when you threw him in that jail cell. But then he got hooked on heroin, so good for you.
Listen, we can't change the past, but we can prevent others from going down the same road.
What are you even doing here? Is this your way of getting rid of your guilt, trying to absolve yourself of the harm that you caused my family?
I think others have a shot at absolution.
Yeah, everyone except my dad. Look, he took our entire savings, okay? Wiped us out. And if it wasn't for his habit, it was for the rehabs in between. It was awful.
Wait, hasn't he been clean for over a year now?
Was clean. But we haven't seen him in the last week, so you can only imagine what that means. Look, if you really want to help, I need you to get out here and help me find him.
Detective Gordon? Linmore. Officer, how can I help you? You're a woman with a reputation. Yeah? A Gotham detective who actually closes cases. I try. That's why I'm here. See, a few weeks ago, I was the first responder to a homicide. The victim's name was Grace Fairchild. Yeah? Her body was found down by the river, stabbed to death. Detectives who caught the case, they didn't get anywhere, so they just moved on. I'm so sorry, but it happens. I'm thinking maybe you can pick up where they left off. You want me to take the case? Yes. Oh my God, man, my plate is full. And the last thing I want to do is step on another detective's toes. The family of this woman, they deserve justice. Yeah, but her killer deserves to pay for his crimes. This one was nasty. Take a look. They all are nasty. So, what's the deal with this? Do you have an angle? No angle. When I was 8, my mother was killed. Murdered on her way home from work, and they never found the guy. This woman, she reminded me of my mom. I don't know why. And I guess you know. Well, I guess I can look at it.
So, how are you feeling?
After that nap, great.
Now I need one. Scared the hell out of me.
Relax, no concussion, just a few scrapes. Cherry on top, I heard over the radio the shooter was collared.
So, your baby's okay too?
What?
Come on, Cora, the symptoms you described, nausea, peeing a lot, always complaining that your feet hurt. It's none of my business.
You can say that again.
But you are pregnant, right? Just tell me the baby's okay.
Yeah, she's fine. Bumpy ride coming down those stairs, but it's all good.
Thank God. How far along?
10 weeks. But you can't tell anyone.
But if the doctor knows, it'll go in his report.
I mean that I knew before now.
But you did, and you didn't let a supervisor go on desk duty?
I know the rules, Eddie.
Then why not follow them? The pay is the same.
Because if people see me pregnant and stuck behind a desk, I'll never get on the grid.
Oh, you're bucking for detective.
You don't think I'm good enough?
That's not it. Of course I do. Everyone knows you're on the ball. But the department can't ding a woman for wanting to start a family.
On paper, no, but when it comes to promotions and assignments and every other little thing, you know how it plays.
Yeah, okay.
The baby's dad left the moment I told him. So I gotta make detective to support us.
Look, I'm not going to volunteer anything. But if anybody asks...
You'll have my back.
Cora.
I know I risked her life. But you gotta do this for me. For her. Please, I'm begging you. Don't tell a soul.
Didn't you wear that yesterday?
You want to smell my breath? I can see you upset about something.
How can you tell?
Once somebody's partner, always their partner.
Yeah, until you're their boss.
Noted. I will shut up.
I mean, why are we even recruiting women if we're not going to promote them?
You got denied.
As a man, you can be the head of the bureau, but the head of this place is all I'll ever be.
It's only because you stopped trying.
Stop trying? Recruitment numbers are the highest they've ever been. There are more civilian trainees than law enforcement and military in bureau history.
Yeah, but how many of them are any good? Or did you just fling open the gate so you can brag about your numbers for a promotion?
How dare you lecture me? After what happened on your watch? That hacker leaked over 250,000 government documents off of your computer.
Yeah, but they hired me here. So obviously somebody thinks I'm good for something.
No, I brought you here so that you can keep your pension, your pride, and count down the clock with some sense of dignity.
Like you are.
I lost my family to this job.
I lost my family too.
Yeah, but you don't see me trying to kill myself over it.
No, just blaming everyone else.
Stay out of my way, Liam, and I'll stay out of yours.